welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Shane.
And I'm Karen. Today we are looking at part 1 of Let's Go Geocaching. But what is geocaching?
So geocaching is basically it's like a game.
Okay, I love games.
Games are fun. Where you use your phone and the GPS to try to find little treasures.
Ooh.
And when you find those treasures, you can write. They'll have like a book there where you can put your name and you can maybe put the date and some information in there. And so lots of people can go and look for this.
Okay.
So,
well, that sounds really, really interesting. And it sounds like a game we used to play when we were kids. Scavenger hunt, right?
Right. So but scavenger hunt, what you're trying to do is find things and they will give you some clues.
That's right.
Right? And they'll give you a clue and then you have to think, oh, okay, I need to go to this place. And then when you can find that, then maybe you can check it off your list. Right?
It's always fun to look for things and especially treasures.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, let's look at today's lesson.
All right.
Cliff and Iris are geocaching in their area. According to the map on the geocaching app, we're not far from the geocache.
I don't see any clear path, so we'll have to make our own.
This environment is perfect for hiding a geocache.
Yeah, it isn't too easy to reach, and ordinary people won't come across it.
So we're looking at part 1 of Let's Go Geocaching. And today we're looking at a dialogue between Cliff and Iris. Cliff and Iris are geocaching in their area. So can you please tell us what geocaching means again, Shane?
Okay, so geocaching is an activity in which people go out and look for a hidden object. So usually that's going to be like a box, and inside the box is going to have something small, like a small item, and they will have a record in there of who has found it already. And you do this using GPS.
Ah, like GPS on your phone, right? I wonder if they actually find like treasures, like gold or something very valuable. Probably not. Okay, so let's start the dialogue. Okay, so what does Cliff say?
Okay, Cliff says, according to the map on the geocaching app, we're not far from the geocache.
Ah, so geocache meaning the item you are looking for.
Exactly, that's called the geocache.
Okay, so they're not too far away right now. So Iris says, I don't see any clear path, so we'll have to make our own. Okay, so I guess sometimes it's not that easy to get to because she says I don't see a clear path. So what is a path? Path is a noun. It's a way that is built or is made by people walking.
Kind of like a small road or something, right?
That's right. So for example, the path in the mountain had a beautiful view. Usually when you go hiking, we walk on the path or the hiking trail and you can enjoy the view.
Yeah. So I guess if it were too easy to find this geocache, if it was just like on a busy street or something that's very easy to get to, this wouldn't be very interesting.
I guess you're right. You have to make it a little challenging, right?
Yeah, put it somewhere where it's not so easy to get to. Okay, so Cliff says, this environment is perfect for hiding a geocache.
This environment is perfect. So what does that mean?
Okay, so an environment is like just the area where an activity takes place. So for example, you can say, this isn't a good environment for studying.
Maybe because it's a little bit noisy.
Right.
There are a lot of cars or a lot of people talking.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
That is right. Okay, so Iris says, yeah, it isn't too easy to reach. And ordinary people won't come across it. Okay, so they're talking about where this geocache is. It isn't too easy to get to, right? So it isn't too easy to reach. And ordinary people won't come across it. So ordinary, that is an adjective. It just means not unusual or different in any way. Like normal people would not just walk on this path, right?
Right.
Okay, so for example, I live in an ordinary apartment. So what that means is that you live in an apartment that is not too different from other people. Many people live in the same type of apartment. It's not too different, it's not too special, right?
Right, and like for example, we could say that Karen is not an ordinary person.
I am very unique.
Very special.
In a good way.
Sure. Okay, so what does it mean to come across something? That means to meet or find something by chance. So that means that you weren't expecting to find that thing. You weren't planning to find it. You just, oh, look there. So if I came across you, that would mean that I wasn't thinking I was going to see you. Maybe we're on the bus and then, oh, wow, it's Karen.
Like it wasn't planned, right?
It wasn't planned.
Okay,
right.
so ordinary people wouldn't come across it. You really have to look for the geocache, right?
And I guess that is what would make it more fun. If it's too easy to find and anybody could find this thing, then it wouldn't be a very interesting game.
I guess you're right. It does sound pretty interesting. I have never played this game before, but I guess I could try.
Okay, why don't we take a short break and we'll be right back.
All right.
Okay, now we're really close.
Good. You should change to the compass view. That will point us in the right direction.
I just did, and we need to go that way.
Okay, you lead and I'll follow.
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back.
So before the break, we were looking at this dialogue between Cliff and Iris, and they were playing this game called Let's Go Geocaching, right? And they are not too far away from the geocache right now, but there's no clear path where they can find this geocache. And they said that, you know, ordinary people won't just come across it. You really have to look for it, right?
Yeah, I wonder, it sounds like it must be out somewhere in nature, like maybe in a mountain or something like that.
In the forest, right?
Yeah, because if there's no clear path, then that means maybe there's some trees or bushes and they have to find their own path.
I wonder if they will find the geocache. Let's find out.
Okay, so Cliff says, okay, now we're really close.
Okay, now we're really close. Close, that is an adjective. It just means not far. Not far away, you're very, very close or near. So for example, I live close to the MRT. So maybe you're just like a 5-minute walk away from MRT station.
Yeah, so they're almost there. They're going to find the geocache.
That's right. And Iris says, good. You should change to the compass view. That will point us in the right direction. You should change to the compass view. What does that mean?
So if you're using a map app, right? And there's usually like a little compass.
Okay.
So a compass is something that shows you which direction, which way that you're going, either north, south, east, or west.
Okay.
Right? So if you use the compass view, that means when you turn the phone this way, the map will change to the direction that you are going, whether it's north, south, east, or west.
So it makes it more clear,
Makes it clear. You know, if this way, the whole map will change so you can say, oh, and now everything is in the correct direction.
So I can just turn left or I can just turn right?
Yeah, so what's a direction?
Okay, so direction, that is a noun. That is just the general position or way that a person or thing moves or points towards. So for example, the taxi driver drove in the wrong direction. Maybe the taxi driver is supposed to drive north, but he went south.
Okay.
And that is the wrong direction, wrong way.
Right, so right now I'm pointing in this direction, but now I'm pointing in that direction. Just the way that you are pointing or the way where something is, right? So Cliff says, I just did, and we need to go that way.
Okay, so the compass view is showing them which way to go. And Iris says, okay, you lead and I'll follow. So you lead, that means you go first. And I will go behind you, which means I will follow you. Right?
And if you lead, then you are
a leader.
A leader.
And if you follow, then you are
a follower.
That's right. A leader and a follower. Okay, well, it does sound pretty interesting. I have never played this game before, but I would really want to try. I wondered if I can try it in Taiwan.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are groups that get together and come together to do
this activity or game together.
Yeah. So that sounds very interesting, so maybe we should look into it.
That's right. Let's go geocaching together.
That's all the time we have for today, and we are lucky. We still have part B.
That's right.
So we'll see you then.
See you then. Bye-bye.
Cliff and Iris are geocaching in their area. According to the map on the geocaching app, we're not far from the geocache.
I don't see any clear path, so we'll have to make our own.
This environment is perfect for hiding a geocache.
Yeah, it isn't too easy to reach, and ordinary people won't come across it.
Okay, now we're really close.
Good. You should change to the compass view. That will point us in the right direction.
I just did, and we need to go that way.
Okay, you lead, and I'll follow.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 path 名词路径。There is a path leading to the beach. 这里有一条通往海滩的路。下一个单字 environment 名词环境。It's a good environment for work. 这是一个良好的工作环境。下一个单字 ordinary 形容词一般的平常的。The food we had at the restaurant was ordinary. 我们在那间餐厅吃的食物很普通。最后一个单字 close 形容词靠近的。The new hospital is close to my home. 那间新的医院离我家很近。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 according to 根据 According to 是一个介系词片语，它的后面要接名词。我们来看看这个例句。According to the news, there was an earthquake in the region. 根据新闻报道，此地区发生了地震。Region 指的是地区。下一个文法 come across 加上名词，偶然、无意中发现，可以用 run across 或 come upon 来表达相近的语义。我们来看看这个例句。While hiking in the woods, we came across a beautiful waterfall. 在树林里健行时，我们发现了一个美丽的瀑布。最后一个文法 point somebody in the right direction 指引某人正确的方向。Point 指的是指向的意思 ，direction 表示方向。这里要注意介系词的用法，必须使用 in。我们来看看这个例句。After getting lost, a kind stranger pointed me in the right direction. 迷路之后，一位好心的陌生人为我指引正确的方向。以上就是这一课的重点单词跟文法，回去记得复习哦。我们下一课再见，拜拜。
Hey, 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 it's Kiwi on the street. I'm Kiki.
And I'm Winnie.
We know there are a lot of English phrases that we can use in our daily lives.
Now let's go ask some friends.
我们今天第一个题目是痴人说梦。痴人说梦。
Chase rainbows? Chase sun? Chase sun.
Chase rainbows? Chase sun?
Oh, we've got a different answers. Will this break up the friendship? I hope not.
Chase rainbows?
中文有夸父追日，但是我觉得因为是英文，所以 I'll choose chase rainbows.
Really? Okay, very confident. I like it. Ready?
I like that you have an explanation.
Yes, and it's a good thing he has explanation because he's correct. Chase rainbows. Very good. Okay, 下一个。钱载难逢极寒见。
Once in a blue moon.
Once in a blue moon. Are you sure it's not red?
A blue moon.
Once in a blue moon. I think I've only heard once in a blue moon.
Once in a blue moon.
Once in a blue moon.
Oh, they agree this
Very
time.
confident.
Once in a blue moon.
Really? Are you sure?
I'm not sure. I think once in a blue moon.
Once in a blue moon.
You want to change your answer or you want to keep it?
I want to keep it.
You want to keep once in a blue moon.
Very confident.
Once in a blue moon is correct. All right. So, 我们今天学到了什么呢? Let's take a look at the phrases we learned today. The first one is chase rainbows. To pursue goals or things that might seem unrealistic or unlikely to happen. This phrase comes from the old story about finding a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow where it touches the earth. Of course, it wasn't real. There wasn't a pot of gold. So, this expression was used for people chasing unrealistic dreams. An example would be, stop chasing rainbows. You need to grow up and get a stable job to feed your family. Our second phrase is once in a blue moon, and it means not very often or extremely rare. The first recorded use of this phrase was in 1528, and it was a conversation between two people saying that the average person will believe something to be true no matter how ridiculous it may sound. But, of course, there are actual phases of the moon that have been described to be blue, but they don't happen very often. That's why the phrase once in a blue moon is used to describe something that's rare or doesn't happen often. An example will be, I will read a book once in a blue moon. All right, those are our phrases of the day. Kiwi later.